Welcome back. This is Genesis with Sozo Education and Beauty Supply. And today I'm going to be showing you a different packaging method for these cute little guys. And I am really continuingly to be oppressed by using this National Shrink Wrap system. So I don't think I would be able to like package these ones kind of without that because the bag sizes would need to be crazy. So I am using my little portable vacuum, and this is like what I would do after I've been doing bath bombs. Just kind of go up in there and like suck everything off of here to be able to clean it. It is the thing that I have most found effective. So just wanted to throw that out there because I've played with like trying to use a lint roller and some other things. And I really think that that helps to get up all the little bath bomb dust within it. So not only are we going to show you how I'm packaging those, but we are also going to show you how I am packaging these. So this particular design is from Nectaria with Sophistication. And I got to tell you, because I'm not a designer. Okay. So uh, when I did this, like this was really hard. There, I had to try to put, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 different shapes together to be try to get close to this. Whereas this is from TMK mold in Australia, and because hers is just a rounded design, it was a lot easier to be able to create this. But still, this was an hours long project, hours as in plurals, not just 1 hour, to try to figure out how to be able to replace my boxes that I have been packaging them in. And the biggest reason I wanted to do this was because of the cost and the labor involved in these packages. So typically, this was like for a rose container thing. And so you would have to take out this little, the square thing, cut holes on the inside of it to allow the wand to be able to fit on the inside of it, and then press it down to here. I would put my guys in the back. When you take this off, you have to take the plastic that's on it to protect the plastic from getting marred and stuff like that. So you have to unwrap that, build this box, build that box, cut everything out. So if I could figure out a way to print these, and then basically the embeds for these, because of how I designed this, there's a shorter front part on here and then a wider back part on here. So this will be able to fit on here just fine. And the same with here. If you wanted to do it that way, to save a little bit of height for shorter ones, doesn't matter, but it's just more compact, if you will. So I want to get started with my cute little elephants because I am like super excited about my elefantes. So, oh, I guess I should. Let me, before I lay everything out, it would be smart to get out my plastic here. Okay. I don't really need that much, but we'll be fine. So I tried to do my other elephants. I did with the Tropical Punch collection ones. So now I'm going to do a pink one. This one is Volcano, sent from Nature's Garden. And I did these to be like more of a neon color palette. So I want to do that for both of these ones. Something I didn't pay attention to the first time is you want to try to make sure that your ingredients and everything like that is at the top part of this, because one of them that I did, it was not. So I'm just going to roughly like place him there. And then same thing with this guy. Roughly place him. Because I'll be able to move him up and stuff later. I just want to kind of get the width of what we're doing here. My heating wand is heated, and I don't want to like cut myself short on this, but you also don't want to waste a whole lot. So I'm gonna press it down, hold it, for like 4 seconds or so, not a big deal. You could like, rock it back and forth if you have had issues with it. And then I tilt it to the right, and then I'm going to be able to pull that away. And I think for this, I would literally only do these 2 at a time, only because I want to make sure that the packaging is really kind of in the right places for this. So I'm going to pull him up, try to get him as centered as I can on there. And then come down below. Okay. And then once again, press down. Tilt back and pull him away. I'm just going to hang that out there. Push all of this stuff to the top of it. Kind of get him centered. And then down. So super easy in the grand scheme of things. Some different things that we had tossed back and forth was maybe putting the embeds on the bottom of him. But what I found with that, or, my fear, I guess, would be that if it was like that on the shelf and someone went to go put it back down on the shelf. So let me grab another one. So if they were like this and someone put it back down on the shelf, then they would end up like cracking and breaking all of these minis, which wouldn't be, like absolutely horrible, but it really kind of sucks when it comes into wanting your product to be delivered well. Okay. Now, heat gun stuff. I try to go on the like sides and the bottom first with it. Once your heat gun kind of like gets heated up a little bit more, this part seems to go a lot faster. But I would love for the uglier part of the shrink wrap to basically be on the bottom. So I'm trying to like pull everything as tight as I can from the bottom and the sides. And I would have to say that I am like super, super impressed with how this shrink wrap is performing for me. I like it a lot. Okay, he's just a little bit like balloony, if you will, and I'm okay with that. Trying to hold him center here. Okay. Now I'm just kind of looking from the top. I don't want this to be too crazy, um, but I do want it to have a good seal within everything. So, and these guys are done. so exactly so happy to be able to put these in the shop. Even though I might tell you, like, they were a pain in the butt to take all of the supports out of, but they're so cute. I just can't. They're so very cute. Okay, now we're gonna do these guys. Okay, and I am going to do the tropical punch fragrance. So, I'm gonna put him like this. Make sure that your wand is like more towards the bottom of this, as in like in the bottom of there. Put him where he needs to be. And then, oops, this one, should I do it that way or? I think I'm gonna do it that way. Oh, and maybe I will only be able to do one of these in here, depending on, like how much I end up cutting off. So, I'm gonna leave this here to be able to do spacing though. I'm like, I am still super exact, like super happy that I decided to get the 24-inch wand. It is the largest one that you can get. And I am very happy that I did that because the like packaging opportunities that it has given me are really amazing. Okay, so let's see how this is going to work. I'm going to try to keep the most excess as I can. Okay, pull him away. And then let's see if we can make this seal. Okay, so this one I think I would be able to do. However, I'm going to go back to my old machine just to seal the bottom of it so I can make the most out of all of my packaging. Let me figure out what everything is plugged into here. So the thing I didn't like about this one before is because when you're putting stuff up to it, you know, it would like drop down away from it. But in this instance, I want it to be higher because I'm going to try to like sandwich these two like in between like that. So this actually helps to be able to achieve this goal versus that heating wand is going to go all the way down to the bottom. So I'm going to use him. Sometimes I will too if I just need to package like one thing or something, you know, then I will use this one. So don't throw away your old stuff. I think everything, you know, kind of has a different purpose and we just keep building on our tools, right? And there's no like, you know, wrong thing essentially. So I kind of scooted him down more to the bottom and then my heat gun. And you know, do be careful as well because, you know, these are printed with the PLA. So, you know, don't have your heat gun in one place for too long. But you know, be aware, be gentle with them. And don't get me wrong, I love my old packaging for these totally and completely. But if I didn't have to manually make it, I would be a whole lot happier. And then on my old box, I have a little sticker on there with it, or like the three different stickers, I should say. Actually, I totally just touched myself with the heat gun. Thank God it wasn't like um, a massively long thing. It just kind of like grazed over it a little bit. But I really, really like the other things. It's just the manual labor of making them. So if I can do this, I will be much happier camper when it comes to me cutting down on my personal hours of production time. So this doesn't need to be like perfect, but I do want to make them look presentable. Okay. And so same thing, I would take my sticker, put it onto here, and then I have a how to use where I did a video of how to, put the things in there. And then on this side of it would be the care instructions that tell you what to do in maintaining your wand itself. So these three stickers will go on to the floaters as well, except for this will say magical bath bomb floater instead. And we're in love, right? I'm in love. Look at how cute. Hope this helped you. If you like following me on my journey, please like and subscribe and have an amazing day.